Come right a little bit.
Coming right.
That's actually good heading right there.
Stop and heading.
Roger.
040.
Be advised, traffic.
Right there.
That's
Solid box. Roger.
This is Mike with CSTactical.com. Today we're going to talk about the 5 to 25 by 56 millimeter Premier Heritage Scope. I'm going to be track testing the 5 to 25 Premier. What I mean by that is going to see by aiming at this dot right here, finding out how many mils it goes to that dot, and then engage this dot while still aiming at this dot down here. And we're going to do it to all the rest of them, and then finally come back to the last dot and firing the last round at this dot. Well, this is the results of our tracking test. Aiming at this dot, shooting at these dots. To get to this dot, it was 4/10 of a mil by 3/10 of a mil. And as you can see, it did really well. Came back over here and shot, which I think was another 4/10 of a mil. And I went back down and was going to shoot this dot, but because of the fact I'm used to using a Smith & Bender, which is the opposite direction for wind, I shot over here. Then I readjusted and shot here. As you can even see, this one was still kind of high, but it was on the still the same plane. It looked like I needed to come down actually 4/10 of a mil to hit this one in. Here's the Premier locking levers to hold the windage and elevation in place. All you have to do is take something that you can get underneath there, lift it up to re-zero it. As you're re-zeroing it, you're going to feel clicks. That is fine. That's what you're supposed to do. You turn it to 0. If the cam gets too high, such as this, and you're trying to push down on it, it's not in the right position, you just keep on rotating it down until you can feel it get flush with the turret. I would prefer to have a hex screw to hold the turret in place than the locking lever. As you can see, the elevation has indication markers, but the parallax does not have any indication letting me know if I'm at 50 meters or at infinity. Another criticism I have with the Premier is that it needs to have indication markers. Premier Heritage has a 34 millimeter robust tube, giving it more strength, making it harder to damage, and adding elevation. I would still like to see at the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th mil lines windage markings like the rest of the reticle. The Gen 2 XR is one of my favorite reticles out there. I love the fact that it has that Christmas tree shape to it. It makes great holdover reticle pattern. This is a 27 mil rad turret. On the first rev there's 15 mils, and on the second rev there's 12. On the second rev, as you're going around, you will have a pop-up detent to let you know you're on the second rev. On the windage, you are going to be able to have a wind stop that will stop about 7 mils past 0, both left and right. One of the cool features of this scope is the illumination tucked inside the parallax knob. Simply pull the illumination knob out, rotate it to the desired intensity, and engage your target. Once you are done, you simply rotate it back down to 0, push it back in, and it's off. The diopter of the Premier is easy to adjust. Simply just release the set ring and rotate the diopter to the desired area to make the reticle nice and crisp and focused for you as the shooter. And then just rotate the set ring back in place, locking it in place. And you're done. I use the Premier, I recommend it, I endorse it. For more information, go to cstactical.com.